Kittens, it is like 2:45, Saturday, July 1st. Up for a couple of hours, just working on replying to emails and uploading images and transferring these videos off my phone, which I had so much. It took like 25 minutes to transfer all these videos, all the vlog videos off my phone. So I still have, like, I took my makeup off with a makeup wipe last night, but didn't do a deep cleanse because I was too tired. And so, like, I still have makeup on from the photo shoot last night. I am going to do a face mask and then edit some of the vlog footage so I can get some of that up to you guys so that it doesn't get, like, really, really behind, which I'm not that worried if it gets that much behind because then, like, I don't know, it actually makes me feel a little bit more comfortable if the vlog footage isn't like current, then it's harder to like track me and what I'm doing. Like, I don't know, it just makes me feel safer if it's off of a day or two. But I also like film a bunch of footage and then go back and like piece it up. Hard to end a vlog because I never know if this is going to be the end of the vlog or if it's just the end of the day. And I don't know that until I'm editing all the video clips together where the vlog is going to end. And basically, like, I try to end it at either a stopping point or like once the video gets to be like really long, then I'm like, okay, let's end this here. Photo shoot last night went really amazing. Kevin took a bunch of behind the scene photos for me. We were too busy to do any kind of behind the scene recording. I mean, there was the four of us there because fire safety, photographers, me. To try to do behind the scene photos, I would need another person, or video, I would need another person there. And like, hi, Kit Kat. You want me to fluff your food? He's such a prima donna. His teeth are going bad, and so like, we have to keep fluffing his food so that he can eat. And so like he'll take like 2 or 3 bites, and then this food will get smashed down. And then we have to fluff it back up for him to eat. But at least he's gaining weight again. He got seriously scary skinny earlier. Okay, obviously I'm still in sleep dirt brain. Ow, cat. Yeah. Yeah, I need to wash my face, do a face mask, take a shower, feed this cat again. Because he eats basically every 2 hours, but he eats like 2 little bites or 3 little bites every 2 hours, and then we have to fluff his food. You're such an asshole. Prima donna. Yeah, you're just gonna sit there and whip me with your tail. Okay, I need to go. I got stuff to do. Then I'm going to a show tonight. I'm not performing in, but I'm going to a show with some friends and gonna watch some friends perform. So I might take some video clips of that. We'll see. Whenever I'm around other people who aren't really comfortable being filmed, I'm hesitant to film. Like Rocky don't care. Rocky don't give a shit. He's been doing this with me for years, so he don't give a shit. But anybody else, like, I'm really kind of hesitant to film them just because I don't know what their comfort levels are and how much they want to be broadcasted across the internet, you know. So we'll see. I might just take some like atmosphere footage and plop that in. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna go because I just like rambled for like 6 minutes about being sleepy and my cranky old man cat. Cranky old man cat. I love this asshole. Okay, bye. So, yes, I'm in my bra. I don't care. I just took all my clothes off and crawled into my comfy spot on my couch. I'll insert a photo of the outfit I had on earlier, which was a cute. I did a Audrey inspired look. I've got my hair pinned up so it looks like it's short. Don't worry, I didn't cut my hair. I'm really, really upset at the moment. I was supposed to go hang out with some friends, and we were going to get dinner, and then we were going to go to the Twin Peaks burlesque show that is happening at the Crack Fox. And the Crack Fox is a venue. It's like not even a mile, maybe. Okay, no, it's a little bit more than a mile. It's about 5 miles, maybe 10 from where I'm at. It's only about 10 minutes away, if that. So my friends wanted to meet all the way up in North County, which is like 35 minutes away from me. And I was like, okay, that's fine. We can do that. Not a big deal. I mean, I'm hanging with my friends. It's all good. So I was editing video earlier and I lost track of time. And Rocky forgot that I was going out tonight. And so he had to get ready for work. And of course, I wanted him to get ready for work before I started getting ready to go out. He left for work at like 5:45, and I followed him at like 5:55. And I was supposed to be there at 6:00. And so like now I'm 30 minutes away. So I told them, hey, I'm 30 minutes out. I'm leaving the house right now. They said, no big deal. We're running a little behind too. It's all good. And I said, okay, that's fine. I go grab the car keys, and Rocky had my car keys, but took his car. His car is the Honda, and then my car, I drive the Lexus. The Honda has some minor mechanical issues. The power steering is being cranky. I fixed it like 3 different times, and it's still not quite working the way that it's supposed to. So he just drives it so that he doesn't have to worry about it going out on me, and then I have problems driving the car. We have older vehicles. Yes, we have a Honda and a Lexus, but they are both 99s. So they're both 20-year-old vehicles. So the Lexus key is a chip key. There's only one key to the Lexus key. I bought both cars off my parents. My parents lost the second Lexus key. It's $300 or more to get a second Lexus key because it's a chip key. It's a special key. He took the Honda with my keys that had the Lexus key. So I messaged him, and he had just walked in the door at work. Hi, Kit Kat, you're in every video. Every goddamn video. He talked to his coworker and said, hey, I need to turn around and leave. My wife, me, needs to go somewhere. And I took the wrong keys. And so he left work, came all the way back here, which is another 30 minutes, or roughly, switched keys out with me. He gets in his car and leaves. I get in the Lexus and leave. I turn the GPS on my phone so I can figure out how to get there. And the GPS starts acting possessed. Like, I'm going north of where I'm at because I'm pretty much, as far as like city-wise, I'm about as far south as you can get. Where my friends live, they live north of here. And my GPS was telling me to go south. And so I was like, well, that's kind of fucked up. I get on the highway, and it's all highway, and I didn't have time to like fuck with my phone because I don't want to do that while I'm driving on the highway. So for those of you that are local, like I took 55 north to 70 west. Before my GPS started freaking out, it said to get off at Natural Bridge Road, which I never did find Natural Bridge. So I don't know if I passed it in my freaking out on the car, or if I just never actually made it out far enough to get to Natural Bridge. I ended up getting off at 170 North and Airport Road because I have friends that live there. Lucian Scarlett, hi, how are you? I hope you watch this. I don't know if you do or not. They live there, and like my thinking was, worst case scenario, if the car completely stops working, I have friends that like live fairly close by to this location, and I'm familiar with it. So the car is doing this really hard, like, it's not an idle, but it's just running really, really, really hard. And the check engine light is flashing at me. It's not just on, it's flashing at me. It's going on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And the engine is running really, really hard. Like, my car drives very, very smooth, and it's running really, really hard. Which is why I pulled over at Airport Road. First I was just going to pull over to reset my GPS to figure out, because I'm familiar with that location, and then reset my GPS to the restaurant that we were meeting at so I could find this restaurant. So now I've been triggered 3 times with my anxiety. I get super, super bad anxiety when I'm running late. I get kind of bad anxiety if I have to drive. It's not so bad if I know where I'm going, but I get really bad anxiety if I'm driving someplace where I've never been to for the first time, which was this case. And then, of course, now the car is acting up, and I'm terrified that, the car is going to quit working. And I'm by myself. I don't really know, despite the fact that my dad's a car person, I don't really know anything about cars because my dad is very sexist in that kind of mindset that he never taught me like anything about cars. I have no way of knowing actually what was going on other than that was idling really, really hard and that the sensor was screaming at me. So now I'm freaking out. I'm terrified that the car is going to stop working. I'm in a neighborhood that I'm not really that familiar with by myself. I'm all dressed up in not like really good walking far distances clothing, and like as a female I don't like to be dressed to the nines when I'm kind of by myself because I feel like that makes me more of a target, which is why if I go out by myself a lot of times I look really schleppy as like a defense mechanism. If I'm less attractive, people leave me alone. It's actually really true. It's kind of sad. So I called Rocky, and he had just gotten back into work after switching out car keys with me. He hadn't even walked in the door yet. And I was like, the car's acting up. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go home. So I messaged my friends and I'm like, hey, I know I already delayed our plans an hour. I'm not going to make it. The car is acting up. I don't know what's going on. And they're like, gee, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And I don't know if like they just didn't realize how freaked out and stressed out I was because like they're friends, but they're not like, we're not super close or whatever. So like they don't know my triggers like that. And so I was just like, I'm terrified they think that I'm just making this all up just so that I don't have to hang out with them. Because, like, I'm paranoid that way. Like, I'm terrified that they think that. I'm really upset because I had to cancel my plans for tomorrow. I was supposed to go see my friend Justin tomorrow. And now I can't do the hour drive to go see him. And my birthday is Wednesday. And I'm in this headspace of, like, whatever extra money that we had that we were just going to blow on doing something fun for my birthday now has to go to fix the fucking car. And it's like every year, no matter what happens, if I even try to plan something for my birthday, and it's just been like the last 5-6 years, it has it before that. I never had the birthday phobia, but now it's just like, like I didn't have it this year. I was just like, we're gonna do something fun this year, and then like every goddamn fucking year, something happens. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired. I know I'm fortunate. I'm thankful that I am in the position right now that one, that not only did I make it home safely, but two, that Rocky would be willing to drive all the way from work back just to change car keys for me, and not be like, that's ridiculous, I'm not doing that. And that his work allowed him to do so. That I made it home safely. The car didn't die on the side of the road. I didn't have to get it towed. I didn't, get stranded in a really, really bad neighborhood. From where I lived to where I was going, the most direct route is the kind of the worst part of St. Louis. And if my car had died along that route, I probably would have been in a pretty serious situation, which that's terrifying to me. So I'm thankful that none of that happened. I'm home safe. I've got my kitty on my lap. Mr. Kit Kat. It might be a simple, easy fix for the car, so it might not even cost that much money. I'm trying to talk myself out of throwing a hissy fit. I think I'm just going to marathon some Netflix and some YouTube and curl up with my blankie and my kitties and just pretend this day didn't happen. Tomorrow will be a better day. For those of you performing at the Twin Peaks show, I hope you have a fabulous show. I did have an offer for them to come pick me up here and then we could still go to the show. But like at that point, like my nerves are shot. And obviously I'm not meant to go. Like there is just too much has happened to prevent me from going. What I wanted to say is that I'm really thankful that even though now we won't have the money to basically play on my birthday, we do have the money to get the car fixed. I do have a roof over my head. My cranky old man Kit Kat is doing well. He's putting weight back on. Rocky is awesome and amazing. I really am blessed. So while this situation sucks, the timing super fucking sucks. It's been a rough 2 weeks. We're still fortunate. We're fortunate that we are in the position that we can take care of the things that we need to, because we haven't always been in that position, and I know what it's like to not be in that position intimately. I know what it's like to not be able to do that, and where your car going down can mean everything gets fucked. You lose your job, then you lose your house. Like, it's because public transportation in St. Louis is terrible. If you don't have a car, it's extremely difficult to get to work. In fact, it's public transportation here is so bad that when you apply for a job, they ask you if you own a car, because you can't get to work if you don't own a car or you don't have reliable transportation, because the public transportation isn't considered reliable. That's how bad it is that employers will actually not hire you if you don't own a vehicle. All being told, I am fortunate. It's just a rough night. So I'm going to cuddle my kitties. I'm going to marathon some boob tube, and I will check you guys later.